So I want to now talk to you about, oh, by the way, welcome to the video blog, which is josephclough.com/blog. I want to talk today about the power of hypnosis and why it actually works. Now, the reason why I want to tell you this is on two parts, really. Maybe you're thinking about going to buy a hypnosis product or see a hypnotherapist, or maybe you are a hypnotist and you want a greater explanation to teach your clients. So either way, I want to be able to cover all those bases, really. So why is hypnosis very powerful in creating transformational changes in people? To be able to let go of depression, anxieties, fears, phobias, addictions, you name it. I believe hypnosis can make a huge impact on people's lives. So why does it really work? Well, the way I see it in my mind is this. If you had conscious control over your issue, let's just say, for example, I had an issue, let's just say when I used to be very unconfident and very didn't feel good about myself. So let's just say I had this issue. If I could consciously change it, you'd think I would, wouldn't you? Well, of course, if I had conscious control, I would simply let go of the problem. Now, if I can't let go of the problem, it must mean that my unconscious mind is running the problem. It must mean that maybe there's a limiting belief. Maybe I think I'm not good enough or I'm not worthy. Maybe I've had lots of traumatic memories of not feeling good enough, so I've just grown to have that behavior in me. Maybe it's the behavior itself. Maybe it's the feelings that I have. Maybe it's the attitude I have. But if I don't consciously do them, it's like my unconscious mind is running the issue that we have, whether it be a phobia, depression, addictions, whatever it is. If we could consciously change, we would. Now, hypnosis is a great tool to work with a thing which runs a problem, which is the unconscious mind. Now, your unconscious mind does so many wonderful things for you. It does the fight and flight response. It does all the biological workings of the body, the healing of the body. It even does things such as habits. So if you drive, you know you've been probably driving to work every day. It just seems like it's natural. You don't even think about driving anymore because it's an unconscious habit. And unfortunately, behaviors like negative problems, whether it be the phobias, the addictions and so on, the depression or the anxiety, your unconscious mind has become a habit, or has had this issue in a habitual way. It's been doing it for so long, it thinks it's normal. So hypnosis works with the unconscious mind. Now, the way it works is we obviously hypnotize you. You listen to one of my hypnosis CDs, or you come onto my seminars and I do some hypnosis. And I'm ultimately talking to your unconscious mind, because I know you want to change. I know that you'd want to invest time and money in wanting to let it go. So ultimately, I'm working with your unconscious mind, and I'm teaching it a new way of doing things. I mean, if you can imagine this, there's another quick metaphor I always explain to my clients. You can imagine my hand here is my unconscious mind, and this is the problem that I have. Let's just say, let's go back to the problem. I had the low self-esteem. My unconscious mind runs the problem. Now, no matter how much I try consciously, I can't force it away from myself. It's like my unconscious mind's been running for so long, it feels natural. And even if it's things like quitting smoking, sometimes we really try and let it go, and then we have the urges, we have the cravings, because our body feels like we're lacking something now. Same thing with food. If we try to diet, or we try to do it in an unhealthy way, we try to starve ourselves, and our body thinks, oh my god, I'm in starvation mode, I really need to eat, and we eat twice as much. So ultimately, your unconscious mind runs the problem. Now, my job is, or a hypnotherapist's job is this, is to let go of the problem itself. And rather your unconscious mind doing just anything or going to another bad issue, we actually want to generate some new ways of being. So if you are my client, I'd want to be able to come up with new empowering beliefs. Whether it be that you're free of the problem, whether you feel good enough, you feel worthy, whether you feel very confident, or whatever the problem is, really the powerful beliefs that you'd like to have instead. Then what I'd want to do is come up with the resources. So maybe it be feelings of confidence, feelings of willpower, wholeness, contentment, excitement, joy, bliss, whatever it may be for you. So we can really to add those resources there, and then come up with some new exciting behaviors where you can ultimately get what the problem was trying to do. So we're beginning to let go of the problem and get your unconscious mind to run the new beliefs, the new behaviors and the new feelings, so it can't do anything else. So that's how we really utilize hypnosis to change our lives. But another point I wanted to add was that our body doesn't do this for horrible reasons. It doesn't run depression because it doesn't like us. It doesn't do it run phobias because it thinks that it's trying to punish us or anything like that. It's always trying to do a good thing. Let's take a phobia. A phobia is trying to protect you. It's just doing it in an overwhelming way, a way which actually damages us, but the intention behind the behavior is absolutely positive. Same thing as anxiety. If you think about anxiety, we're focusing on all the things we don't want, so our brain's trying to prepare ourselves. Once again, a protection mechanism. We want to keep the protection, but let go of the behavior and actually come up with some new ways where you can be safer than ever before, where you can actually feel so good about yourself that you feel simply being your potential. So you can really enjoy your life the way that you deserve, because you do deserve it. And I know when you begin to really utilize hypnosis, you begin to control your own mind. It's like we're undoing a bad trance. We're letting go of old issues, ingrained issues, that allow us to begin to have freedom again, to have that contentment. So usually I go into much more depth about the unconscious mind and how we can change our mind on my seminars, the Reclaim Your Destiny seminar, for example, or when we got my hypnosis CDs and downloads and so on. But I really wanted to give you a good grounding, really, of why hypnosis works and how it works and how you can actually begin to change your life by just educating yourself about the mind. So that's my explanation. I hope you enjoyed it, and keep checking on the blog. It's josephclough.com/blog, and I'll be giving you more helpful hints and tips to be able to change your life to be your true potential. Thank you.